What's going on, people? Welcome back to another video. My name is hughwizzy and this is ArseBang, the most explosive Arsenal show on the internet. And this week we are not going to be doing a list of things that we're going to be talking about. I am going to be bringing you a raw, uncut edition of me talking about how I feel about what's actually been going on this window.
We know it's been a disastrous window so far. Give the manager the 2 weeks that's left and hope something happens, but even when you do that, you're praying that at least the first couple of matches will be alright.
I've got an incredible amount of respect for Arsene Wenger. Obviously, I mean, people that follow me on Twitter will know the tag name is Arsene's son for a reason.
Deep down, a lot of fans happy that we lost this one today to show that the squad is not ready yet. We need some more players. And now, we're going to panic buy right now because, see, we got Ashley Williams to sign the other day, and I know Swansea going to top, his price up. Every player that we should have been bought before, the price is going to go up on them, so we're going to spend extra right now.
Spent time there growing with Arsenal and seeing the glory that they brought, the glory that Arsene Wenger brought, the way that he changed the game, he changed the philosophy of the game, so much of it, transformed the game to the point where at some stage some very wealthy people, may call them oligarchs or sheikhs or oil barons or steel barons or tycoons, just entrepreneurs who thought that this was their new playground, turned up and changed football. And at some stage, they've decided to start splashing cash and playing with the size. It's their toys. The transfer market has changed dramatically, and I'm not really sure anymore whether Arsene Wenger or the board are willing to play the game that they need to play to make Arsenal a competitive side.
It's not a great start. I feel like we have a good core of a team, and you can see that they're out there trying, especially Jack and Ramsey, but we're light in defense.
It pains me to say this. The 2.5 months since the end of the season, since the heart palpitations, since the stress levels went through the roof for weeks of us thinking that we might not get there, finally they went on a run of form, an incredible run of form that proved them to be, a strong unit. It was obvious to the idiots amongst us that all he had to do was add a few extra additions, some quality players.
You know what, I'd love to say that I could explain it because I don't think any rational thinker could. We've had bids in for good players. Down to last week, Gustavo chooses Wolfsburg over Arsenal.
Are you going to bring any players in, or have you found out? He's talking about it's tough, it's difficult, and slow. All the time that has passed from the season ending, I've seen clubs from France buying players, from Spain buying players, from Germany buying players, and then back at home buying players. Swansea are spending 12 million on a striker. Norwich are spending 9 million on a striker. What are we doing? Where are you, Arsene? Are none of these players good enough for Arsenal? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Jovetic isn't good enough. He's not good enough for Arsenal. It's not affordable. You have all that money sitting there that we all know it now. This is the moment where you're supposed to back me up for all the time that I've...
We've got a decent enough first team that you'd expect to get through Villa. The second penalty call was rubbish. First was soft, but still, you expect to see the resources on the pitch to beat a Villa side that was, quite frankly, rubbish last season. So you start really good with a nice goal. I don't know what happened after that.
You know what pisses me off most, right? There are dads out there who've got 3 jobs, 3 kids, and they work their fucking arses off to get a season ticket so they can take the boy to the football. And they're charging stupid prices. I know it's in London, and London's the most expensive city in the world, but these are stupid prices because endlessly you're giving promises and conveniently around fucking renewal time of players that you're going to be bringing in. Fellaini, Fabregas, Rooney, Suarez, Bender, Gundogan, Williams, Cesar, all these players and are they not good enough? Or is it that you're just not willing to go the extra mile? I want a board that is going to push the manager to make the decision, because now we need to push on. Now you said to us you can do these exciting things. You're holding us back, and it's hurting everyone. Even the people that backed you from the beginning.
I think that there's a lot of mystery with the transfer window. I think the fact that we haven't signed anyone other than Yaya Sanogo on a free is pretty awful.
Your history is not enough to rely on. I don't want your legacy to be you going out next year having failed and not even tried to bring these players in, and bidding £40 million and £1 for Suarez is an insult. It's laughable the way you've dealt with this window. It's laughable. The media take the mick out of us by sending article after article after article of players that aren't going to come to our club. And these players don't even want to come to our club anymore. Why does Gustavo not want to come to Arsenal, bruv? He wants to go to fucking Germany. Wolfsburg, a team that aren't in the Champions League. Oh my word, I'm infuriated. I'm an emotional wreck right now, simply because after all the time that I've stood up for you, Wenger, this was the time that I was relying on you, having the money to do something about it, push us forward, so that we can become that greatness that you promised us. The stadium is set to do it. The fans are ready and waiting. They've been patient. This blurb that you've been spitting out to people to sell to us isn't going to wash anymore.
But Arsene, I beg you, as an Arsenal fan who bleeds red and white, bring in some reinforcements. The players have asked for it. We've asked for it.
We need to get people in. We let so many go, and we have no depth. Yeah, you can see that we have no depth.
We'll let go 17 and we bring one in
nothing
for free.
And it was a free transfer.
I'm proud to be associated with this club, and I love the club too much for you to be going on with your silliness anymore. Do something now. And this isn't some reactionary video where we've lost and I've lost the plot. I've been holding this in for months. When the final whistle was blown against Newcastle, if we were serious and had the ambition that we need, we would have done the deals then. We would have had the targets in place. Why is that not the case? What is Dick Law doing? Who is Dick Law? Is Dick Law just a myth? I'm waiting for September the 2nd. And if you haven't done it sufficiently by September the 2nd, then you or the board or both of you need to be gone, because it's not good enough. I want someone that loves the club, that wants to push us forward and buy players that are going to excite people. Players that are good enough for Arsenal. I've seen over 50 sold to other clubs this window, all holding their new shirts with their name and number on it, and fans get excited by it. Did you see the reaction of Napoli fans when Higuain turned up? I don't care if you don't think he's good enough, because at one stage you all wanted him. And I'm only overly emotional. Whew. I'm only overly emotional because I love this club and I don't want to see us go through what teams like Liverpool have gone through and are still going through. I don't even know whether I can use any of that. I'm totally a mess, mate. Done some great things. He's moved us on to a new stadium where we're capable of being a major force in world football, and for that I think he does deserve the statue. He is our greatest manager ever. But mate, what are you doing? What are you waiting for? This, more than anything, is not fair on the players that are already at Arsenal Football Club. They are begging for deals. I apologise for losing my absolute... Why would you leave it to deadline day?
Well, we're off to Turkey next, so at some point we have to hope that he can get the team spirit back up, because we absolutely have to do a good job there. And come on, you Gooners.
After today's results, and knowing that there's certain injuries or the knocks that we picked up, I'm starting to be very skeptical, but at the same time, I'm a Gooner. And with that in mind, I have nothing but 110% positivity that the Gunners are going to do what they have to do to execute against Fenerbahce.
That's all for this time on ArseBang. I've been hughwizzy. This has not been a lot of fun. Peace.